Shut up and sit down.
Hey guys, Doug from Pine Tree Line Outdoors. I am here about 60-70 kilometers north of Sudbury. And basically what I'm planning to do today is a journey in old logging roads and try to find some beautiful scenes to take some pictures of. And it's just another way to get outside, get hiking without having to go to public trails where you're going to get a lot more people. And I've probably seen these public trails many times in my local area, so I like to try something a little bit different. Alright guys, so one of the things I'm kind of looking at or thinking about is, you know, something like this scene here where we got some trees sloping up the mountain and stuff like that. And I think it's just a different look. It's an interesting look. So I'm going to take a picture from this area and see how it turns out. Alright guys, here's another area that looks interesting. You got all this dead wood. It's either been purposely set on fire or something from the logging perhaps. I'm not quite sure. It looks like it might have been at one time underwater, and I think that's why the wood is looking the way it does. Old, rustic, and kind of rotted. Looks like it's been here for many years. I'm not an expert photographer. I'm just going to take some shots. I'm not going to give you all the specifics on what lens I'm using and exactly what my settings will be and stuff like that. That's not what this is about. It's just an idea of getting outside and getting out there and looking for what you think is interesting or looks interesting to you and taking a picture of it and hopefully sharing that on social media or sharing with your friends and family or something like that. So I'm going to take a picture of this and we'll see how it looks. Alright guys, so I found another area here that there's something interesting to me, and that's a tree way up there. One single poplar tree in amongst the pine trees and the spruce trees just stands out. It's just like doesn't belong, so to speak, and the fact that it's a lot taller than everything else, I find it interesting. So I'm going to take a picture of that. That'll be my next picture. Another little scene here that that's piqued my interest is all these purple flowers here in behind some of this these like dead smaller trees or what have you. Just looks interesting to me, catches my eye. Once again, you can take pictures of whatever you want and whatever interests you. So that's something that interests me. I'm going to take a shot and we'll see how it turns out. Alright guys, here's another interesting group of trees here that, you know, it just catches my eye again. There's some dead trees in the front here, and then the crop, just like one crop of trees, looks like younger trees, just remotely in one area. It's not like that anywhere else here. So I'm going to grab a picture and see how it turns out. I'm looking at a very picturesque area with some big pine trees. Again, old logging area, so there's going to be a lot of undergrowth, a lot of smaller stuff around it. I guess obviously they came up to a certain point and then they didn't go any further. So there's a few beautiful pine trees here. So I think it makes a nice picture. It's a nice scene, so we're going to have a look at it. I think this one's pretty obvious. One big boulder in the middle of just all trees and grass and what have you. So I don't know, obviously it stands out to me. It's something different with all the green, lush green around it. They're gonna make a great picture. So once again, I'm gonna take one of this. Alright guys, I've discovered this, a beach in the middle of nowhere. There's virtually very little to no water around this area. There's a couple little creeks, not right in this vicinity, and we have a large beach here. Same kind of sand as a beach, so obviously I don't know. I don't know how it got here or if it's part of the landscape, but I haven't seen anything like it anywhere else throughout my travels on this hike. Guys, have found another area, more barren wasteland, a couple of dead trees, some rock, some smaller rock. I don't know, for whatever reason it catches my eye. It's like a regrowth area. It's, I don't know, something that interests me. It may not interest all people, but again, that's the beauty of landscape photography. Basically, you can take pictures of whatever you want, and some stuff is better than others, and obviously landscape photographers, expert professionals, take incredible pictures. I'm a huge fan. This is just for fun, just very casual, just going out and trying to enjoy my day, get some pictures for Instagram, just having fun with it, and just an excuse to get out into areas that aren't traveled very often. And you don't have to really go that far to find old dirt roads and old logging roads and places to hike. You just got to make an effort to get out there and have some fun with it. So I'm going to grab a picture of this. I want to thank you for watching. I hope you have a great week. I want to thank all my subscribers, and if you haven't subscribed, I hope you consider doing so. I'm on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook, and I got some cool stuff going on those platforms as well. So I just got bit by a horsefly. Anyways, take care, guys. We'll see you next week.